Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for another daily energy and guidance reading. And this will be for Monday, May the 11th, although I consider it timeless. So, whenever you see this reading is meant for you to receive the message. And I'm using the Angel Inspiration deck by Kim Dreyer. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers, the highest good of all. And you could use this as a pick a card reading, 1, 2, or 3, or blended reading. So for the first card, I'm going to take a card from the top. Second card, I will take a card from the center, and the last card will be the bottom card. Okay, so first card we get is number 17, Seek Wisdom. And there's this woman here with a lantern, and she sees light at the end of the tunnel. And she's in this tunnel, and the angel's watching over her, and she's going to head towards the light. Okay, and what an interesting card this is. And the seek within is much of our mental and emotional turmoil comes from our own mind, from our perceptions of the world around us. How we respond to people and situations based on our beliefs, culture, conditioning, and upbringing will affect how we perceive our experiences. Going within and genuinely seeking your own inner truths will help you tap into your unique dreams, talents, and passion. When you embark on this journey of finding inner truth, the angels will assist you and protect you. You have to be willing to ask for guidance. This journey may seem daunting, but Ambriel, who's the angel on this card, will help you learn to communicate lovingly and compassionately with your own inner self. He will guide you in finding your own radiant inner light for you to shine out in the world. Okay, so what you want to, be aware of is the negative thoughts, the negative self-talk that goes on in our mind. All it takes is one negative thought, and it just snowballs into a full-blown thought attack. And it's time that we are open to other beliefs and not be as, and I don't want to say narrow minded because it sounds like someone who's stubborn and hell bent on what they believe and not budging, but to be more open to possibilities. And maybe some of the things that we've believed in up to this point, or maybe the way we were brought up, is just not fitting with our life anymore. So you want to be aware of those negative thoughts and negative self-talk. And then card number 2 is Hope. And what a beautiful card. This is card number 35. And it says, every day as we are bombarded with troubling stories, it's difficult to not feel hopeless and have a heavy heart. And boy, isn't that the truth, what we're going through with this virus? And every time you turn on the TV, it's just a bunch of negative, toxic things that they're saying. I don't even watch television anymore. I'll watch TV shows, but I don't watch the news. Let's just put it that way. The media has everybody so gripped in fear, and I just don't think it's right because, life is hard enough. We don't need people adding to it and blowing things out of proportion in order to control you with fear. It's the oldest tactic in the book, and don't let me rant on that. But that's my feeling on what the media does and, what happens when you're gripped in that fear. And it says apathy sets in, and it's difficult to let go of when you simply observe and do nothing. It's impossible for one person to change the entire world, but if you just start with doing one thing to make a difference, you can bring a sense of hope into your life. Seek out something you truly feel passionate about and dedicate time and resources to making a difference in that area. Being around others who are also passionate about making a difference will bring you a sense of purpose, belonging, and hope. And when you find hope, share it with others. Show others that a sense of purpose and direction can bring hope into their lives too. So, yeah, I mean, you become who you center yourself around and who you're surrounded with. And if you're hanging out with a bunch of negative, toxic people, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's your circle of friends, whether it's within your family, they could drive down your feelings of hope and cause this feeling of helplessness. So whatever it is, it says here to maybe join a cause for something to make something better in this world. Or, what I'm really getting from spirit from this card is that, maybe be a beacon of light for the people around you. So many people right now just feel like they're in such despair and they're in such helplessness. And all you need to do is to be positive around them. Um, you know, Take a picture of something beautiful, post it on your Facebook page. Give people something to focus on that's positive and good because we do get bombarded with so many negative, toxic things that, if we're not careful, we just get sucked into this vortex of despair, this black hole of nothingness. And people really need something to believe in. So you may very well be the person, okay, to be able to shed this light of hope on people's lives, whether it's people that you physically react to and conversate with, throughout your day, or if it's someone online, or maybe you're part of a group, or maybe you're making videos. The world needs more hope at this point. And then the last card is speak from the heart. And that goes so perfect with this hope card, because when you speak from the heart and you live your truth, people can tell. People can tell who's fake, who's putting on an act, who's this fake smiling, just think positive type of personality. We all know people like that. And then when the camera's turned off or nobody's looking, they're very toxic. It's like the person that, is having an argument with you and then they're saying, well, I'll pray for you, or love and light. I mean, no. I hate when people throw that phrase around, that love and light, because you know what? Their behavior just doesn't match up with the words and the life that they're living. And people could see through that. People know who is genuine and who is speaking from the heart and who is just jumping on the bandwagon of this new age spirituality, think positive stuff. People are smart, and when you speak from the heart, people know, that you're not only speaking about your truth, but you're also empowering, with your words, with love and compassion. And when you speak openly and honestly, your words carry strength and deeper meaning to the people you're talking to. And people know if what you're saying is coming from your heart or if you're just telling them what you think they need to hear. When you allow others to do the same, you're honoring and empowering them too. There are many times when you need to adjust your words in order not to hurt another's feelings, but also try to be truthful and kind. So it is very important to be tactful and diplomatic. We sometimes have to discuss sensitive subjects with people or maybe bring something to someone's attention, but your tone and manner when you speak to people and the choice of words have such an impact. So when you're speaking from your heart, be sure that you choose your words carefully because words could cut so deep and wound people. And once you say something, you cannot take it back. Speaking from the heart allows you to openly share with others what your true beliefs are, your feelings, your hopes, your joys, your struggles. And I always say that on my Facebook page, I don't expect everyone to agree with my beliefs, okay, or my ideas. I have no problem agreeing to disagree. We're all entitled to our opinions. And when you say that to someone that, and you're not forcing your beliefs and your ideas down their throat, people are more likely to approach you with how they feel and speak in a respectful manner towards you as well. But when you're very forceful and you're trying to convince people to believe the way you believe and to think the way you think, people will tend to get defensive. And that's when arguments break out. And that's when all the negative, toxic words come out of people's mouths. So, let people know that when you're expressing your beliefs and your feelings that, this is how I feel. And I understand if you don't see it my way, that's okay. We're all entitled to our opinions. And, if we were all the same, it would be a very boring world. And when you do that, people kind of breathe a sigh of relief thinking, wow, this person is, really down to earth and open to hear what I have to say. I mean, there's nothing more of a turnoff than somebody that just wants to steamroll over you with their beliefs and ram their ideas down your throat. And if you don't believe me, then you're this or you're that. No, it doesn't have to turn into an argument. We're not all expected to agree. on things, So letting people be able to voice their own opinions and express their own beliefs is, opening the door to positive conversation. Okay. And you're able to draw people, friends and family closer to you by sharing, what your authentic self is. And like I said, we all have our own beliefs and everybody has the right to them. What a beautiful reading. Very interesting today. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like it, share it, give it a thumbs up, and above all, subscribe because I will be back with more.